Good evening, beautiful person. Greetings from ridiculously warm Winnipeg. It was like plus 14 Celsius. That's unheard of in early March. So the snow is just about gone. Yay! So my name is Vanessa Vitar. I'm a life coach and a wellness advocate, and I help beautiful people like you create well-being. And why do I do this? So my mother passed away at the age of 69 from complications of diabetes, and she never got to see my kids grow up. And it wasn't because she didn't know how to take care of herself. Of course she did. She just had other priorities until it was too late. And I don't want that to happen to me, and I don't want that to happen to you. And that's why I'm here every day pretty much, except 7 this year, to talk about health and well-being and mindset and all sorts of things like that. So tonight I want to talk about intermittent fasting, and the reason I want to talk about that is because that's what I'm doing today. Doing a cleanse, that's what they call it, because when the company started with this supported intermittent fasting was not the kind of buzzword that it is now. So they called it cleansing because nobody would have known what they meant if they said intermittent fasting, but that is basically what it is. Supported intermittent fasting. So I do that 2 days a week, not every week, but I am doing it this week. So I wanted to talk, I've been reading this book. So let's see if you can see it. Okay, it's called God in Your Body, Kabbalah Mindfulness Embodied Spiritual Practice. It's by a rabbi called J. Michelson. And I haven't finished this book, but I did look up the chapter on fasting, because he's got chapters about walking, about eating, about going to the bathroom, which is kind of interesting. I've been doing this course, and this coming week we're going to be, tomorrow, we're going to be talking about the chapter about going to the bathroom, so that'll be interesting. All sorts of ways to be mindful. There was a week where we talked about breathing. So I don't think they're going to talk about that this semester, but there's another one coming up. But I looked ahead into the chapter on fasting. And basically Rabbi Michelson is talking about the reasons that he does fast days. So there's 5 Jewish fast days. And of course the most famous is Yom Kippur, the Day of Atonement. That's a 26-hour fast, and you spend most of it in the synagogue, and it's a big deal. But there's also other minor fast days, which most people kind of ignore. And it's interesting because when I do my intermittent fasting, I'm not doing those. Those are actual fasts where you have nothing, not even water. And but it's really interesting that he talks about the spiritual benefits of fasting, whether it's a supported fast or a complete fast. And it's interesting because, for one thing, he says, your head gets a little fuzzy, which is true, even if you're drinking. Cheers. Just water. But your head gets a little fuzzy, which makes it easier to meditate, which I'm looking forward to trying tomorrow morning when I do my meditation, is to see whether the fuzziness of the intermittent fasting helps with that. And so there's that. It just makes it easier to be in your body and to meditate and kind of let go of extraneous thoughts when your brain's maybe not functioning super optimally. So anyway, that's what I wanted to talk about tonight. And one thing that intermittent fasting is good for is stress reduction, believe it or not. You might think that going hungry is very stressful, but it actually helps reduce your stress hormones. It's interesting. Rabbi Michelson talks about that too. So I do have a whole list of stress reduction strategies, and if you would like to have that, just drop me a message. Happy to send it to you, because I really think that right now that needs to be a priority for all of us, stress reduction. So if you want this list, send me a message. Number 5, which is not intermittent fasting, has really been amazing for me. So you have a great evening. Remember, I love you. Talk to you again tomorrow.